Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ has here, bringing you guys a video here to discuss with you guys resellers. And jstar, again, I'm not trying to ride this guy's jock, but the dude had a dope video about resellers, and he did a follow-up to it and his thoughts on resellers and stuff like that. He was getting a lot of flack saying that he wanted to trade for his Dornbecker 4. The Superman 4 is basically for something of equal value, and I don't see the problem in that. Some people were like, well, why can't you just give it to somebody for retail? And those people don't understand supply and demand and simple economics and market price versus retail price. So let me just get into that a little bit first. Market price is what people are willing to pay for a shoe. Retail price is what the shoe is released at retail for when the shoe actually comes out. Like those foam posits I'm showing in the background retail at $210. People will flip them on the market right after they buy it from retail for upwards of $300, maybe $400, depending on who's selling them and if they're a legitimate buyer. So the difference is key to note. I mean, if the market price for a pair of shoes is going for $500, $800, $1,000, why in the hell is somebody going to take a pair that they own and get rid of them for $200 at retail price? If retail price is different than market price, you should be going with market price, and that's just simple economics. I mean, it's not just like that for sneakers. I've sold things on eBay through the years because I actually needed to help myself through college before I started DJing. I sold my old business clothes that I had, like from Banana Republic and stuff like that, and some of the stuff I ended up getting on clearance, when I bought, and I ended up selling it online for more than what I paid for them used. Like after I wore them, I ended up getting more back for them. So it's supply and demand. Like depends on what you're selling, but some things are worth more than what you pay for it. If you were trying to sell a car for $10,000 more than you paid for it, do you think people would buy for that? No. The market price is set for whatever it is, and there's depreciation involved and all that other things. So hating somebody that's reselling a pair of shoes and making what you think is a profit on a pair of shoes is I don't know. I mean, it's kind of dumb. It's negligent. But on the flip side of that, and I'll get into the other side, why people hate resellers, it's because they got them and you don't. And that can be a legitimate reason in some occasions. So I'll give you an example. If somebody has an inside connection to a Foot Locker or something in your area, and then swoops up 10 pairs of shoes somehow, that even though they're not supposed to do that, they're supposed to be limited to 1 or 2, but if they have a backdoor connection and are getting 10 or more pairs of shoes and then flipping them, they're going in buying them before you have the option to buy them, flipping them on the side and making $300 or $200 per pair, and not even giving you the option to be able to buy them from the retailer. Now that's when I think that reselling should draw the line. But that's the people. That's not reselling. That's actually causing that problem. It's the integrity of the person who is going in and taking that from you guys. Now I did a video for my these guys right here in the past. I did the Cement 4 video, and I had 6 pairs of Cement 4s on launch. Now they were a highly sought after shoe. They produced a good amount of them, and I ended up getting 6 pairs of them. Now, so people were like, "What the hell? Like, why don't you just sell some of them and give away some and blah blah blah?" Well, I paid retail on 4 pairs of them. I got 1 pair for free from a connection, and I also got 1 pair at half price from an employee store price. I ended up basically, I ended up giving 1 pair to a good friend who always has my back. I ended up giving a pair to him for free. I ended up, I guess it was like $60. I ended up giving another pair to another guy that always wants me to try to get him kicks that I can never get more than enough for myself. So I can get usually 1, maybe 2 pairs at a discounted price or whatever. I ended up giving him 1 pair at retail. That left me with 4 pairs. My wife was pissed as hell when she found out I had 4 pairs of the same shoe and I paid retail on those 4. She basically made me sell 2 pairs of those cements. So I have 2 pairs left in my collection. 2 pairs I had to sell. She basically was like, "There's no way I'm letting you hold 4 pairs." And it's expensive, and I'm not rich. I buy a lot of my sneakers with extra income that I make from various sources. I'm a DJ, and I make decent money DJing on the side. I also make money off of my video game YouTube channel, and just now started making a little bit of money on my sneaker channel. So I have side businesses. I have side ventures. I choose to spend some of that money on kicks. She did not want me to buy 4 pairs, so I sold 2 on eBay, and I ended up making about $100 per pair and I listed them for one price, and they were bid up to a specific price, so I sold them for that price. Now, resellers that are selling them on their own specific sites and setting their own prices, I don't necessarily see a problem with that as well, because eBay is a hub of what market price is. Really, that's what it is. eBay is basically market price. However, they take 10% of sales. So if I sell a shoe for $300, there goes $30 to eBay right off the bat. And if you're selling something for $1,000, it's $100 that eBay's taking. So, I mean, you could sell it to somebody for $900 and save them a little bit of money and save you the hassle of the fees. So there's lots of different aspects with selling. But bottom line is this: I think that reselling does not harm the game unless it's the integrity of the person going to the back alley connection and buying 10 pairs. And making it so that when people start showing up in line, they only have like 5 or 10 pairs, 20 pairs left in the store when they could have had a lot more than that. And people abusing their ability to buy more than whatever the allotted amount is. Now, again, I got my pair of cements. I got 2 from Nike Store. I got 2 from Finish Line. The maximum that they would allow you to get for the cement 4s were 2 pairs for each. And I ended up hitting, and there's my dog snoring in the background, of course. And I'll show you. Look at this one. She's, of course, she's quiet now. So I ended up hitting my quota for the 2 on Finish Line or whatever, and then I hit 2 on Nike Store, and I didn't even know I got the 2 from Nike Store. It aired out and didn't get me them. So I was originally intending just to get 2, and then I had another buddy that hooked me up with one from the employee store that was looking out for me because he knew how bad I wanted them, and I didn't know for sure if any of the orders went through. So that's just the way it happened. So I did get more pairs. Did I need them? No. Like I kept 2, and I helped 2 people out, and I sold 2 on eBay. I don't feel bad about selling them on eBay, and I wasn't going to sell 2 pairs to people. I wasn't going to sell all of them at retail, because at that point, if they're worth $100 more than that, if that's what market value is for them, then I wanted to be able to get whatever they were worth. And that's a whole nother question of who sets the bar for what a shoe is worth. And part of it is the hype. Part of it is the limited quantities that Nike releases on a specific shoe. Some of them, there are very large releases, like the cements. They made quite a few pairs of cements. They still sold out. So I don't know. It's like blaming resellers isn't going to solve the problem. It's frustrating, though, the way that the market or the game is set up, where you can't get your hands on a pair of shoes. If you have the money for a pair of shoes on release and you still can't get them, I understand the frustration, because it happens to myself even. I mean, I try to get the metallic red foamposites and I didn't get them. I have 2 pairs of Electro Limes, but I didn't get any of the reds. And I'm kind of bummed. I wanted the red ones. I would probably trade one of these Electro Limes for a metallic red, but that's just the way it is. I mean, sometimes you're able to get kicks, sometimes you're not. It's part of the chase, and it's part of the game, and it's something that hopefully they can change in the future, the way they do the releases, so it gives everybody more of a fair shot. And those people that buy 10 pairs backdoor that are basically getting them. I mean, I'm not saying this happened. I'm not calling anybody by any means. I'm not calling anybody out, because I don't know anybody that does this. But I know that there's some shady things that happen backdoor that make it so other people don't get opportunities. And for those people, the people that are selling them those shoes or letting them purchase those shoes in mass quantities, those people should be fired. Those people should be called out, and they should be fired. I mean, and that's just the way I feel, because it's like, I can understand the frustration from that point. Again, I'm reiterating the same points over and over again, and I'm trying to do this video in one shot. But that's my thoughts. I don't think the resellers are killing the game. I really don't. I think that they are preserving some of the game to some point. If they're selling stuff DS and giving you the opportunity, like JStar said, giving you the opportunity to get shoes that you couldn't get on release, it's giving you a second win to maybe possibly get them. And if there was something that you really needed in your collection that you didn't that you couldn't get your hands on, it gives you another opportunity. Yes, you have to pay an elevated price, and they're setting those prices, but they're also setting them, again, simple economics. They're setting those on market price. And if that's the core foundation of what the problem is, we need to adjust the market price on items. And like again, JStar said, the person that first paid the $1,000 or $2,000 for a pair of shoes, they're setting that bar. They're helping set that market price high. I mean, I don't know. When I was in New York, I went to the Fly Club the prices are outrageous. I mean, I personally don't go out and pay $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 for a pair of shoes. If I get them at retail, if I get them for half a retail, sometimes I get samples, but I'm not able to go out financially. I'm not able to be able to go out and pay $500 for a pair of shoes that I want. If I could do that, then I would have the Dornbecker 3s and whatever else shoes in my collection that I want. But my wife would kill me if I went out and paid that for a pair of shoes. I mean, so I consider myself very fortunate, and I'm able to get shoes at a pretty decent discount. Some of them, and some of them I'm not, but I'm able to get them at a discount, or even the ones I end up getting at retail. I'm fortunate. I feel fortunate enough to be able to get. And should it be that way? I don't know. That's another thought. But I guess that's all I have to say. I'm rambling now. It's about 10 plus minutes in this video. If you guys like the concept of what I'm talking about, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have comments and your thoughts on resellers, leave them in the comments below. But I'm a no hatred type of person. I mean, I respect people in the community, whatever it might be, and I don't know that many people in the sneaker community on YouTube yet. I'm kind of new to the scene still, 2 months in. So, but I'm learning and I'm seeing what people have to offer, and it's an interesting thing. But shout out to jstar again for throwing this video out there, and again, this is my response to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and have a good weekend. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.